First, we established a company with Northwest in the state of New Mexico, USA. Then we obtained our new EIN, and now it's Mercury's turn. Actually, I've already opened my bank account with Mercury. As payment method, I also use Shopify payments. However, it might take me a while to send you these videos. Since we are progressing through the setup process together, I need to wait at certain stages. Because the steps need to proceed smoothly, I must first ensure that payment method is properly connected. We proceed step by step after ensuring that the Mercury account or Shopify payments won't be closed, but as I always mention, these are entirely my own experiences, my own research, and the experiences we've had with the brands we are partnered with. Therefore, what is explained in these videos does not constitute professional consultancy or financial advice. It is highly recommended to work with an expert in the field here. However, we are actually sharing how we proceed with these methods in the most economical way, and I am telling my experiences here to you. My advice to you is, whether it's opening a bank account or dealing with Shopify payments, never say you're doing dropshipping, even if you are, because this is generally not a business model that Shopify, Stripe, or Mercury looks favorably upon. Because there can be many fraud cases related to dropshipping. The person doing dropshipping takes the money from the customer but doesn't send the product and then closes their accounts and leaves. Here, both the customer and the service providers like Shopify, Stripe, and Mercury can be victimized. That's why they scrutinize everything carefully. You need to present evidence to them that you are genuinely doing e-commerce. Keep this in mind as you go through all these processes. Am I doing everything legally? Am I getting invoices for everything? Do I have purchase invoices? Be sure to ask yourself these questions or obtain them if you don't have them. Now let's quickly move on to opening a Mercury bank account. You can start your application by clicking on our collaboration link with Mercury in the description of this video. The benefit of applying with our referral link is that if $10,000 enter your account within the first 3 months, Mercury deposits $250 each to both you and us. Also, since you applied with our referral link, it might be beneficial in the application queue. After entering your email address here, you can proceed by clicking Open Account. Then you can proceed by entering your first and last name, email address, and passwords here. Yes, at this stage you write your company's name. You can also write your legal name here, but it's not mandatory. You can also write any brand name here. I will write my company name here and move on. Here, a call sign like this appeared again. I continue by clicking Next on this as well. Now, it asks if your company does any of these. These are generally things not accepted by Mercury, like gambling or adult beverages. You can proceed by saying none of the above. Here, it asks about the features you want to use with Mercury. We can say checking, we can say credit card. You can also apply for a capital in the future, so you can select this for that and continue. It asks if you have any employees here. You can say none of the above if there are no employees other than you. But if there are, for example, if you have an accountant, a lawyer, or an employee, you can select these. I say next by saying all of the above here. Here it asks if you have collected any financing from investors or funds. Based on this, it will offer you financing suggestions in the future. For now, you can say no, I have no immediate plans to raise capital. Then I say next. Now we start filling in our information here. First, you need to enter your legal business name here. For example, 211 Media. The name here must be your legal company name. Then this should remain as United States. You can write your phone number in your country here. There won't be any problem. After entering your phone number, it will ask for your EIN here. You will enter your EIN number here. For now, I wrote a random EIN. Now, then you need to enter your brand's website here. Be sure to enter this. Then you'll select LLC from company type if you established your company as an LLC. Here, if you're selling directly on Shopify, you can type Shopify and select it, or choose Amazon, eBay, or other options, or simply leave it as e-commerce, however you prefer. But it's better to enter Shopify here if you're selling on Shopify. Here, you need to explain what your brand or company does. A brief description like my brand is this, I sell these and those would be good. However, my advice is not to mention the word dropshipping anywhere when applying to either Mercury or Shopify payments. Dropshipping is generally not looked upon favorably. Even if you do dropshipping, I can say don't let them sense it, or have some proof, invoices, or some documents related to production. Make sure to have these with you. You can definitely get support from ChatGPT for these explanations. I don't think I need to recommend this anymore. If you're an e-commerce seller or doing business online, ChatGPT should be your must tool. After writing this, I'll click Next. Here, you need to enter your company's official address, your US address. If you got it through Northwest, you need to enter the registered address from Northwest here. After you enter this address, it will ask for a physical address below. This physical address will be your address in your country if you live there. Make sure to enter your address in your country completely here. Make sure there's no missing information, because later they will ask for proof to verify this address, like a bill or a bank statement. So, make sure to enter the address here exactly as it is there. After entering this, we move on to the third step. In the third step, again, you can enter your first name, last name and email address and select founder as your title below. And since you own 100% of it, you can continue by writing 100%. I'm entering the email address as well. Then I say continue. Yes, here I need to select non-resident again if I'm not living in the US. Here you can select your phone number in your country again. Then enter your date of birth as day, month, year. And here again, you need to enter your home address. As I said, this address must match the one on a bill or a bank statement. After entering this address, they will ask for verification, identity verification. They will direct you to an app or ask you to upload a photo of your passport here. You can carefully read and follow these steps. Yes. After passing this step, we move on to the fourth step. Here, you need to upload your company's documents. You can access the Certificate of Formation document from Northwest's panel. There should be a document regarding the establishment of your company. You will upload this here. Then you need to enter a document related to your EIN number. You can access this document from the fax sent to you by the IRS. Or there must be a document containing your EIN number in Northwest's panel. If you have obtained an EIN, you need to upload it here. After uploading, we'll continue by clicking Next. Here, it asks if you have any money transfer activities between countries. You can select Yes for this. You can enter dollar, euro, and other currency here. Here it asks how much you will transfer. You can say between 0 and 10. Then I click Next. Here it asks a question like this. Will you have any operations in the US? Will your customers or suppliers be in the US? If not, you can say something like this. I plan to have it within 6 months. After saying this, tabs open like this. Now it asks what kind of operation you will have in the US. Here you can say my customers will be from the US or my suppliers will be from the US. You can select both. It won't be a problem. Here it asks where the first money to be deposited into your account will come from. Will there be income? Do you have an investor? Or will you deposit your own money? You can select Self here. After selecting Self, a field opens like this. Here it asks you to upload a bank document. In this bank document, you need to have a bank account with approximately $500, $1,000, or ideally an equivalent amount in your local currency. It's better if it's a bank account statement rather than a credit card statement. So if you have a dollar account or a time deposit account, that can work too. It would be good to upload at least one account statement here with at least $500 currently in it. And this account statement needs to be obtained within the last 60 days. After uploading this document, it asks for a document to verify your physical address below. What could be here? For example, it could be a bank statement or a bill. Generally, a bill is preferred. You need to upload a bill that exactly matches the physical address you entered in the previous steps. Your physical address in your country. It could be a natural gas bill, an internet bill from Telecom or another service provider, or a phone bill from PhoneCell, Vodafone, etc. These will be valid. Your name and address must be included in the same way. After uploading this, it asks if your business has a website. Be sure to click Yes. After clicking Yes, it will ask for your website. Enter your website address here. Your website must look professional. It should be ready for sales. This is a big plus for the Mercury application. After entering your website here, you will encounter a question like this. It asks how you will receive money into this account and what kind of business you will use this account for. You can say something like, I don't have any sales yet, but when I do, I will transfer the sales amounts from Shopify to this account, and then I will use this account to buy goods in America, make supplier payments, or purchase other services. You can write a few sentences about how you will use this account. It specifically asks what product you will sell and what kind of product you will sell. It will be beneficial to directly attach the specific links of the sample products you will sell here. Then, click on Review your application and proceed to the next step. There will be 1 or 2 more questions in the following steps. After you apply, a screen like this will appear. It talks about some steps to speed up the application process. However, you can do this. Without connecting an account, you can skip this step from here. You can continue by clicking Submit additional info from here. After clicking this, it may ask for an additional document. For example, it is currently asking me for a document to verify my physical address, that is, my address in Turkey. I can upload my bill here as a document. It could be an internet bill or a phone bill. However, the address you wrote on the bill and your name must be clearly visible. Now I will upload this document. I continue by clicking Submit. Also, don't forget to complete the steps here. You can proceed by clicking Next in the In My Team Members section. In the Setup Card section, I only selected virtual. I only wanted a virtual card to be created because there were address issues, etc. with the physical card. That's why I didn't choose the physical one. I can request the physical one later. At the bottom section, you can select Other from here and then activate two-factor authentication using Google's two-factor authentication app on your phone if you have it. Yes, everything is complete now. We will wait for news from Mercury. Mercury sometimes asks for additional documents from you. In our first application, we completed all the steps for our company and our main account is currently open and in use. This is our second application. When opening our main account for our first company, they asked for some additional documents. For example, one of them was that we had written our brand's web address during the application. They asked us to upload a document proving that this web address belongs to you. What could this be? For example, if you bought a domain, you can take a screenshot showing your name, address, and the domain together in the billing section. Or if the domain provider gives you a document directly, you can take that document and upload it here. Another document they requested was whether there is a professional account belonging to our brand. We uploaded our LinkedIn account here, but additionally, you can do something like this. For example, there might be news about your brand on Instagram or another news site. There might be a post on Instagram, and the account making this post could be an official account. Any official account of any company. You can also send these post links to Mercury. Usually the questions change and they ask for extra questions. Sometimes they don't want them and sometimes they might ask for questions like these. If you provide them with the document they request according to the question they ask, there won't be any issues. If you have any questions, you can write them in the comment section of this video. I hope this video has been helpful. I wish you all lots of sales.